Book 21 Laser E-Hobbies page 678. Biography. Kikon Ricardo Paes Marcino de Almeida, born in the city of Apa, located in the state of São Paulo, Brazil. He is currently majoring in Information Technology Management. He has some experience in the industrial automation area, where he has already worked as an operator of an automated station for treatment and disposal of lathes waste. He has technical courses in C# programming language, but he did not work on software development in a professional way, being an amateur in areas such as electronics, robotics, and even in music, where he plays the violin, keyboard. Sorocaba 2020. Music. Within the entertainment activities there is music, which has an important role in history. However, there is the fact that instruments are very expensive, making their study complicated. However, one can learn to build instruments using cheap materials, resulting in an artistic activity such as lutheria, where string and wood instruments are built, and if you start with violins, acquiring used or even low-quality instruments and then touching up or exchanging their parts for better parts. Like painting old violin, first white then green, because when you sand and paint white you have a base for other colors like green. You can even adorn yourself with golden filigrams of metal set in the wood, or exchange your caravels for gilded wood with stone settings. After a certain experience you can start to design special instruments such as a piano with few strings, like a violin where a single string is used to generate a scale, making the tuning more perfect. From there you can use the piano mechanisms and set with a button that presses the note at the base of the neck as on the violin. You can even draw wind instruments, like coupling the harmonica with an air compressor and then a keyboard of valves that control the air generating the notes. To get more notes, you can use 2 or more harmonicas. One possibility would be to make videos about music where you can teach how to read the score, always starting from the beginning with theoretical music, etc. And you can even teach how to make a violin out of wood from the beginning to make the activity cheaper. In the study of music it would be important to use a sound recorder to check the progress, where you can record after listening, always having a list of possibilities beforehand, as in the case of the guitar training types of beats that are learned in books. The use of abafieto, styles of playing like flamenco guitar, researching and training sheet music for guitar, and even downloading programs for sheet music where you can write simplified guitar studies for those learning with the use of chords trained, what is normally learned at the beginning, as well as certain related skills such as English pronunciation. For those who like singing, you could play in a medium voice and then do the second voice, because when recording you can train the ear and the voice, and even when using the tab you can train to play by ear and then add instruments like the keyboard on the same recording. You can play a song first in Portuguese and then in English, and even in the case of guitar scores you can search for tabs of the same song to make it easier to read on the guitar. One way to record the songs played on the guitar would be to record only fingering and the voice, because the fingering appears but the sound of the singer's voice. And after recording the audio files, you can play them on your computer and play together either on the same instrument and make a second voice or a score that has 2 parts. It is important to use a metronome with visual effect. Certain instruments are equipped to play along with guitar and accompaniment on the keyboard and then to do the second voice.